Hey everyone, welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I'm so glad you're here. Today we are making a delicious, well, I think it's going to be delicious. I'm hoping it's going to be delicious. It sure does look delicious. But we're making an easy, cheesy, loaded, spiced up grits casserole. So you'll know this is a southern thing, but I think even somebody who is not fond of grits is going to learn to love grits once they taste this casserole. It just sounds that good. So stay tuned. That's what we're making tonight.
Hey darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is...
Okay, so let me first say welcome to my channel. I'm Leslie. This is the Farm and Pastor's Wife. This is where you will find content on cooking, family, ministry, farming, grocery hauls, a little bit of everything. You're just following me and my husband throughout our life, and I get to cook for you while we do so. So tonight's a busy night, or it's going to be a hard night. Come about 11 p.m. tonight. We are commercial poultry farmers, and tonight our chickens leave the farm. That is a big ordeal. It's usually all night long. And so I wanted us to have a good, healthy entree, but I wanted a little bit of the stick to your ribs side dish. So that's what we're making. We're making this easy, cheesy, spiced up grits casserole. And it could probably stand on its own because you're going to see that it has meat in it. But I'm using it as a side dish tonight. Now, I think this side dish would go great with a simple entree, like a standalone entree, not another type of casserole. I would do maybe baked chicken or roasted chicken or a roast or grilled chicken breast, or as in our case tonight, we are doing fish. I found an already seasoned, beautiful fillet of salmon at the grocery store last night. I picked it up. I also called Caroline and Jamie, said, y'all want to eat with us tonight? But I don't think I have enough salmon. So I've got some tilapia that's going to go on a bacon dish, a bacon pan for them. So this is going to be kind of the heavy, the heavy portion of our meal. And so I definitely wanted Caroline and Jamie and the boys to eat with us tonight because I sure don't need all that. And so, but I thought it would be good to give us some, a little boost of energy to get over there and get our work done on the farm all night long. All night long. So, anyway. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is brown up some sausage. Okay guys, what I'm starting out doing with this, I'm just browning up a pound of breakfast sausage. I'm just going to crumble it up and brown it up as I'm frying it. I just turned the pan on. We had fried some sausage this morning, so I just used that same pan. And this is a great place to use. I don't know if you guys do this too, but sometimes if I'm needing sausage and I can't find my normal brand, I'll sometimes buy a different kind. And occasionally I have a non-favorite thing of sausage in the freezer. This is a great place to use your non-favorite because it's not standing alone. The sausage is not all by itself. It's going to be in the side dish. So this is a great place to use, something you bought by mistake, something that maybe somebody gave you some or whatever, and you're not sure if it's going to be your actual favorite, but you don't want it to go to waste. So this is a great way to use up stuff that you don't want to go to waste. Okay, so I'm just going to fry this up, brown it, and crumble it as it's frying. I have a meat chopper, but for some reason when I use it in sausage, the meat gets up in the crevices, and I don't like using it with sausage. So I just use a wooden spoon. So, okay, I'm going to do this, and I'll bring you back as soon as this is done. Okay, y'all, so I totally forgot to do the onion, and I could have done that with the sausage. But it's okay. You can always fix it. So I just took up the sausage, left a little bit of the grease in here to saute the onions, and I'm just going to saute those a little bit and mix them in with the sausage. So once that's done, I did here, I'll show you. Did like a medium to small onion, and I'm just sauteing it in a little bit of that sausage fat. I took most of it out, but I left a little bit in here to saute the onions, and as soon as I get those sauteed, we'll mix that in with the sausage. All right, I believe my onions are about good enough, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this sausage right back in here. We're going to mix everything together in this bowl if it's big enough. I'm not even going to wash it. We're just going to use that. And I'm going to set this aside. Just let it sit aside and wait. I'm going to turn this burner back up. And in this saucepan, I have four cups of water. We're going to be bringing that to a boil. And I'm going to add about a half a teaspoon of salt to that water. It's going to come to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, I'm going to add in 1 cup of quick grits. So we're just going to wait for this to come to a boil, and I'll meet you right back. Okay, we're going to slowly add in the grits. My water is boiling. There we go. And I'm going to stir that really well. All right. I'm going to turn the heat down to around medium to medium low. We're going to put the lid on, and we're just going to let it cook. I'll take this off and stir it every so often and check it, but it's going to cook for about 5 minutes approximately, at least until it gets thick and the water's pretty much cooked out. So with that being said, let's move over here and I'll show you the other ingredients. Alright, so the rest of the recipe calls for 3 cans of the green chilies, 3. But for my husband's sake, I'm going to take it down to 2. He's not, I mean, he can eat spicy, but he doesn't like really spicy. So I'm going to cut it down to 2. So I'm cutting it down by 1/3. It also calls for some hot sauce. I will add that because he does like, I mean, he couldn't drink it, of course, but he likes the flavor this gives things. You know, this is, us North Carolinians, most of us use Texas Pete because it is a local company. Not sure why it has the name Texas Pete, but this is a North Carolina company. So there you go. All right, it's going to call for 2 beaten eggs. I have 2 cups of cheddar cheese shredded and 2 cups of mozzarella shredded. And half of this, 2 cups, so it's 4 cups total. 4 cups of cheese, 2 of cheddar, 2 of mozzarella. And I mixed it because I just wanted to mix it up. So I'm going to put half of it, maybe a little more than half of it, in the casserole, and then the other half on top. And then our sausage and onion mixture will go in. So as soon as our grits are ready, we'll move on to the next station or the next portion. Oh, it also calls for a little bit of butter. So we'll be back in just a little bit. Okay, the grits are so nice and wonderful and thick. Look at that. I mean, just absolutely beautiful. So let's add in a couple of tablespoons of butter. I should have moved it over to the bowl first, but I don't even know if this bowl's going to be big enough, but we will see. Let's transfer it over here to this bowl. I've got my oven preheated to 325. Okay, oops, I spilled grits on the floor. All right. So we're going to stir that butter in. I'm going to wait till the last to add the eggs because I want to cool the grits off. I don't want to cook the eggs in the grits. So let's go ahead and add the chilies in. Remember, the recipe calls for 3. I will put the exact recipe in the description below, but I'm doing two cans of chilies, and I did not drain those. The recipe did not say to drain them, so therefore I did not drain them. All right, let's add in a couple splashes of hot sauce. And I just eyeball that. You just do what you feel. Now the recipe doesn't call for any salt other than what I put in the water. So I'm going to give it a little bit of salt and pepper. Just a few little sprinkles. Nothing measurable really, just, you know, just a little seasoning. All right. So now I'm going to go in with half of the cheese. That looks about right. I don't know if it's going to fit in this bowl, y'all, but we will see. Okay, so now I believe we're good to add the eggs in. So I've got 2 eggs here that I just took a fork and whisked up. And just fold those eggs in the best you can. It's kind of hard. All right, so now let me go grab our sausage and onion mixture. Okay, guys. Look at that cheese stringing. All right. Oh my goodness, y'all. All I can say is, oh my goodness. This looks like it is going to be so incredibly good. All right, let me grab my dish. I have a 9x13 that I have already sprayed here. And let's just pour her in. Alright, that cheese, I mean, it is just like melty and ooey and gooey. This is going to be decadent. Alright, let's take our cheese and we're going to sprinkle that on top. I'm going to not cover this, but if I check on it and I see that the cheese is getting too brown, at that point I can definitely take a piece of tin foil and cover it up. So I'm getting this done way ahead of time, and we can definitely taste test it before supper And then when it's time for supper, we can just stick it back in there and heat it up as some of the fish gets done. So let me grab some paprika. I'm going to give it just a little sprinkle on top. I'll be right back. Okay, so let's give it a little sprinkle of paprika. Nothing terrible much, but just a little sprinkle. All right, so this is going in the oven, and we will see you in about an hour when it comes out. It's going to bake at 325 for an hour, and we'll give this a taste test way before time for supper, and then I'll just heat it back up for supper. Okay, guys, it just came out of the, well, it's been out of the oven a little while because I let it cool because he complains about burning his mouth.
That's right.
So here it is. Is that not absolutely gorgeous? That little darkness is the paprika on top. Oops, I'm going the wrong way.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
Get you a fork. I didn't get you a fork. All right, I'm going to scoop him out just a little corner of this.
Hey, why don't you tell them?
What should we tell him?
Tell them.
How hard we're fixing to work tonight?
No, because tonight's kitchen night. But anyway, she had a viewer ask her the other day. Says Brian always just shows up in the kitchen at the right time when it's time to sample everything. How does he time it that way? So what you want to explain a little bit?
I say, Bryant, come on, it's time for the taste test. I need you in here.
She calls me, and if I'm somewhere on the farm working or somewhere in town, she
I'll
says,
say, come on.
"Come on, it's time for the taste test." So,
I'm excited about this, y'all. There it is.
do I need a spoon or a fork?
Either one, I guess.
All right. What is this dish?
This is just a grits casserole.
Okay. Oh, it is really good. Got sausage.
You sound surprised.
Sausage. Cheese. I've never had it.
Yeah, the top.
Top's a little crunchy.
It's crusty. That's good, but you want that. You just don't cut good with a fork.
Okay, good.
Is it really good?
Mm-hmm.
Let me taste it and see.
You could kick it up a notch if you wanted a little more spicy with hot sausage. Just saying.
Could you have handled a little more heat?
Probably.
I should have put 3 cans.
Of,
I only put 2.
of what?
The green chilies.
Oh. I mean, it's perfect for me.
The recipe called for 3.
It's perfect the way it is for me.
But I held back just for you.
Thank you. That's true love. What's love got to do with it? Pretty good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. That'd go really good with a side for an omelet or something like that. As a breakfast, some type of breakfast side dish.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even think about using it for breakfast side dish, but I would definitely say whatever your entree is, keep your entree simple because this is going to be rich, and so I wouldn't serve it with a rich entree. Oh look, he's getting more. Okay,
I've had no lunch.
No, yeah, we haven't. Well, I did. He fixed me some chicken nuggets before he left, didn't you? And he's sweet.
In the air fryer.
So, anyway, we're having salmon and tilapia tonight and a salad with this. And I may just put some butter on some bread and toast it in the oven. And we'll just heat this up when it comes time. And so, y'all got to add this to your side dish list. It is so super good.
What's it called?
Easy cheesy loaded grits casserole. I don't know.
There you go. That's a good idea.
This came out of my, let me tell you where I got this. Out of my Taste of Home recipe book. And the name of it here is Easy Cheesy Loaded Grits. So,
Really good.
he's still dipping. It really is good, y'all.
It is good.
So like I said, just keep in mind what you're serving it with, so you don't have 2 competing heavy, rich dishes at the same time. But scoop you out another helping. Y'all, this is good. This is really good. Okay, so we will see you guys. I'm not sure. I know you'll probably get a video tomorrow. It may be a live tomorrow night. Tomorrow night being Friday. So you may get a live tomorrow night. Because I doubt I'll cook. Because I'll be tired. because we're going to be up all night long tonight.
Hey, tell them what happened today.
What happened today?
You hit 80,000.
Oh! And that's why we may do a live tomorrow night. I hit 80,000 subscribers. So, yeah. We probably will do a live tomorrow night. Isaac will be here.
You can't talk with your mouth full.
Yes, I can. Not supposed to, but I can.
That's one of the comments we get a lot. Is, why does Bryant talk with his mouth? Because I'm trying to give you a quick review.
Isaac will be here. I think Jessica's off tomorrow. We'll just have to tell Caroline and Jamie to come over. And we may do our live, our family Q&A live. So be thinking your questions. Get them ready. Be sure to join us tomorrow. I will put a post out on Facebook. I'll put it on YouTube and say what time we're going live. And it'll probably be 8 o'clock p.m. tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. So y'all watch for that. And we can stay awake. So anyway, thank you guys for watching The Farm and Pastor's Wife. We love you guys so very much. We're going to enjoy a good, delicious supper with salmon, tilapia, this delicious grits casserole, and a salad. It's going to be good. All right, thank you guys for watching The Farm and Pastor's Wife. And remember, the grease is hot enough. You can fry anything. Bye, y'all.